Saturday evening arrived quietly, the apartment dimly lit, shadows dancing gently across the walls. I had spent the last hour arranging the space just right. Curtains drawn, the TV paused on the first frame of a video, and on the coffee table, a small velvet ring box, lid slightly ajar, revealing what used to be a symbol of commitment. My heart pounded against my chest as I waited. She'd be home any minute. Lately, things hadn't felt right. Late-night shifts that didn't add up, a distance in her touch, half-finished explanations. I'd told myself I was overthinking, but deep down something didn't sit right. 2 nights ago, I got confirmation. A friend of mine who worked security at a local hotel messaged me with footage I hadn't been prepared for. My wife, Anna, walking hand in hand with a stranger, laughing as they checked into a hotel room. On a night she swore she was stuck at the office. The timestamp was damning. And so were the lies. I took that video and combined it with clips from our home security system. Her coming and going at odd hours, taking calls in whispers, always turning away from me. It became a brutal montage of deception. Tonight, I was going to show her what she thought she'd hidden so well. The front door opened. I stayed on the couch, hands folded, face expressionless. She stepped inside, smiling like everything was fine. But that smile faltered fast when she saw the TV screen. Her eyes locked on the image of her and the man embracing, kissing, oblivious to the camera capturing every second. Then she saw the ring box. Open. Waiting. "What's going on?" she asked, her voice already tight with fear. Still, I didn't answer. I picked up the remote and pressed play. The sound of her voice filled the room, soft, flirtatious, unmistakably hers. She was laughing, leaning into him, brushing her lips against his cheek. She said things like, "My husband doesn't even notice anymore." Her words struck harder than anything else. I didn't watch the screen. I watched her. The moment her expression shattered. That's what I needed to see. The truth crashing into her face like a storm. "No, this isn't what it looks like," she gasped, recoiling as if the TV itself was radiating heat. She stumbled forward and grabbed the ring box with trembling fingers. Inside were the remnants of the wedding ring she'd carelessly abandoned on the bathroom counter weeks ago. Now broken clean in two. She stared at it like she didn't understand what she was seeing. Then slowly, her knees gave way, and she sank to the floor. No tears at first. Just a kind of dazed stillness. As if she hadn't expected to be caught. As if the wreckage around her hadn't been of her own making. I stood up and walked toward the door. Pausing, I looked back at her and spoke calmly. "You can sleep here tonight. But tomorrow morning, I want you gone." She didn't answer. Just sat there, breath heavy, eyes glassy and wide. Finally she whispered, "I can explain." But her voice crumbled halfway through. It didn't mean anything. I made a mistake. I gave a bitter laugh, low and empty. Mistakes don't happen again and again. Mistakes don't involve hiding things, sneaking around, building a second life behind your spouse's back. She tried to grab my hand, but I pulled away. "Please don't throw us away," she begged, desperate now. "We can get help. I'll end it with him. We can try therapy, anything." But I shook my head. "You ended us when you chose him. I stayed loyal. I believed in us. I gave you my trust and you crushed it." That's when the sobs came. Gut-wrenching, uncontrollable. Still, I didn't reach for her. I didn't say a word. I left the house that night and went to a friend's. By morning, I returned and she was gone. Everything, clothes, toiletries, her perfume, vanished. Only the ring box remained, still sitting on the table like a silent witness. Beside it, a folded note. 2 simple words, "I'm sorry. But apologies don't erase betrayal." In the weeks that followed, I filed for divorce. She tried to reach me, messages, voicemails, even showing up outside my job. I ignored every attempt. I'd given her all I had, and she had destroyed it with eyes wide open. Even now, sometimes, I replay the look on her face when that video started. When she realized her lies had caught up to her. That single moment, the crash of illusions, the death of denial, was louder than any screaming match. And in that moment of silence, I finally found something I hadn't felt in a long time. Peace.